There we go.
Hi everybody, it's Kathy Scott here from Departures Travel, and with me today is Kathy Larson, who is co-owner of our Sydney store, and I am the owner of Departures Travel in Victoria and co-owner of Departures Travel in Sydney. We are coming to you live today to talk about all things new and exciting in the world of travel. Every week on Thursdays we come to you live and we talk about whatever is fun and interesting. And today we thought we would talk a little bit about our new program, which is called Mystery Departures. We've had a lot of people asking us about it, and we thought it would be fun to do a show about it today. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And one of the things we've had people ask us is why we decided to start this new program. And there's a number of reasons. One is because we love to travel, we love to plan travel, and we have a lot of clients who also love to travel, and obviously right now that is a little bit challenging. So we thought with our connections here in the community and the fact that there are so many local businesses that are hurting right now and struggling because they're all about tourism, that it would be fun to get some of our local people out and experiencing some of the amazing things that we have right here on Vancouver Island, all about travel. So one of the things that I thought was kind of fun was I found a little quote, and it said, if nothing else convinces you, let the science do it for you. So a lot of research has been done on the effects of the surprises on the brain. It turns out that surprises flood our systems with dopamine and activate the pleasure centers of our brain. Studies show that surprises intensify our emotions by 400%. It feels good to be surprised, and it feels good to travel. So imagine mixing the two. So we thought we were going to have a lot of fun with this, and I have to say, Kathy, it's been great, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and
yeah,
including the team. And now that we're starting to get requests from our clients and working on them, it really kind of lets the juices flow, and we can really find something fun for them to do.
Yeah, something we've been missing a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
So Kathy, why don't you go ahead and share your PowerPoint? We've got some great information for everybody today, and we can talk a little bit more about that. But so really, again, it's our love of travel that has brought us to this place. So Kathy, go ahead.
Yeah, so Kathy Scott came up with this Mystery Departures, and we collaborated with this over the past couple of weeks, and now it's going, and we're really excited to do it. We had our first ladies leave last Wednesday, and they had a fantastic time. And just to give you an idea of what it is, we wanted to support local, and we wanted to travel local right now. So even though we can't travel beyond, well, we can, but we're told not to travel beyond our borders, we thought, what a great way to really connect with family and with British Columbia, why so many people come here. And even putting together this PowerPoint, I was born and raised in Victoria, as Kathy was as well. And you're stunned by what we have in our own backyard. But the twist is that we're going to add a little surprise to it. So for various reasons, you want to go on a vacation, but you have very little time to go. You don't have the time to plan it. But what if we made it a surprise for you? Right, Kathy? So this is a shot. I was just up in Whistler over the weekend. This is not me. But we went cycling around Lost Lake, and lots of trails up there to do, and just things that you wouldn't necessarily do at home. And lots of restaurants to go to, and we found that the social distancing measures and all of the safety precautions that they had were really, really good. We felt very, very comfortable, and it was nice to kind of put some money back into their community.
And that's one thing that we're really being careful about. We want people to realize is that we're working with all of our vendors and suppliers, and we're being very careful about social distancing. And I have to say, they've been magical about it. It's been great.
Yeah, exactly. So this trip that we did for these ladies last week, I can tell you about it because they've come and gone. We're waiting for them to share some photos. And they had come to us and said they had a group of 4, and they wanted just to do a day tour, and they gave us a budget and gave us some parameters of what they liked and did not like. So at about 11 o'clock in the morning, last Wednesday, they were picked up by a limo. They were very excited. They didn't know what they were doing. And off they went for the day. They did a winery tour up to Cowichan Valley, and they had some lunch, and I'm sure lots of laughs. And they just had the best time. So hopefully we can get a hold of them soon, all four of them, and see, talk to them and see how it went for them. But lots of different ideas you can do. It can be a girlfriend's trip, mother and daughter, father and son. It can be a guy's golf trip, a lady's golf trip. It could be a birthday, could be an anniversary, it could be a promotion, or just because. And one of Kathy's that she's really wanting to do
is the proposals.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun to do that. I've always had this vision of, flying someone up in a helicopter on the top of a mountain and doing a beautiful white linen tablecloth dinner. And I guess I better not give it away, but lots of different things. We've got connections to do absolutely anything on the island that we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is one of the beautiful wineries that we have in the Okanagan. So, it could be a 2-day trip. It could be 3 or 4, whatever your budget and your time allows. So really there's just a few steps. It's very, very easy and done online. Step 1, there's an online survey that you do. So basically we want to know what you like to do on vacation, what you're looking for in this getaway, who you're going to be going with, and what your travel dates are going to be, and your budget. And basically we work the budget on a per person per day, so that and I think the 3 ladies, it was about 300, I think, for the, it was very, very reasonable for the 4 of them. So 300 per person for a day. And from there, we will do all the work. So you just sit back and we will go to our sources, our experiences, and we will create a really fun itinerary for you.
And that's the fun part for us, is the brainstorming. I know we've all sat on our staff team meetings and talked about the different tours that we've got going on and all the fun ideas, and it just gives us a chance to really put our creative hats on and enjoy the process. And
Yeah, exactly.
And we know that they will enjoy it when they go. So
exactly, and I can feel my brain really getting kind of soggy. So this is good exercise for it. So really, about a week before you go, we're going to give you some very limited details. We want to tell you what the forecast is going to be like, some recommendations on what to pack, any luggage restrictions that you may have, and when and where, of course, that you're going to start your mystery departure. So, and then step 3, all you have to do is pack and wait for the surprise to begin. Hopefully you're packing better than this one. And then a few days before your trip, we will either send we're trying to go virtual. We're really trying to cut down on the paper that we create. And we've got a fabulous virtual software that will create a beautiful itinerary that you could download the app onto your phone. And so we're really trying to go in that direction. But if people really want to have a paper itinerary and some things tangible in their hand, we can send them a package. So a few days before your trip, you'll get a package. And really, after that, it's up to you how much of a surprise you want it to be. If you can wait till just before you go, that would be fantastic. So, and in your package, you're going to have where you're going to go, the transportation, accommodation, confirmations, all the details of your trip. And we can work with you and customize it. So if you're wanting to know sort of each day, maybe what the surprise is for that day, we can work something out as well. So And then step 4, off you go. So these little girls obviously are off to a dude ranch, which would be so much fun for a family vacation. And then we wanted to give people some ideas as to what they could, thinking, well, what do I want to do in British Columbia or Alberta, and as things progress, that we've got so much beauty here in British Columbia.
We really do. We when you think about the fact that we have a tour company as well, Niche Travel, and our tour company already focuses on all these local activities. So we really do have great connections here in town. But because we're already looking at those things, we realize what an amazing place we have. Everything from vineyards to hiking to any sort of water sports or fishing or whale watching, or it's just unlimited. And there's really almost nothing I can think of that we don't have. We even have skiing. I mean, it's not today.
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy what we actually have here. And sometimes we don't realize it. When we are so busy focusing on the outward travel that we forget about what we have really on our magical island.
That's right. And some of the photos that I found, I mean, it was just really, really hard to choose. So we've got Shannon Falls up near Whistler and some lavender fields in the Okanagan, some hiking. And then there's also BC has the most phenomenal food, wine, and beer communities, lots of vineyards, craft brewery sites, foodie tours galore. If that is what you're looking for, we've got lots of connections, lots of insight for that. And that would make for a fun trip for almost any group of people. And then, meet your neighbors, not just the neighbors that live right next door to you, but, I worked in the tourism industry for so long, and I live next to Butchart Gardens. I go to Butchart Gardens probably once a year. So how many people have gone whale watching or gone bear watching, or really have gone to see all of this beautiful nature that we've got around here? And people come from all over the world to come and see this. So take advantage of it right now and do it while it's here. Water. We have lots and lots of water. So figured if you want anywhere from going for a beautiful canoe or kayak trip to the Nordic spa or even whitewater rafting, we've got all different kinds of fun things to do on the water. Family trips, and not just for the summer, for the fall and into next spring and next summer. Of course, you've got the boats, what are these boats?
The houseboats.
Thank you. The houseboats, because they do need to be booked well in advance, but that would make such a fun family vacation, especially when we've been so disconnected from our extended families. So you can have grandma, grandpa, cousins, everybody together. A fun dude ranch vacation would be great. Lots of different, that could be for a company retreat, or it could be family, friends, or if you're just wanting like a nice quiet cabin, and we'll find that for you. Unique accommodations. I think we have experienced most of it. We've got so many neat things that we can do in British Columbia, anywhere from yurts to tenting, glamping. I kind of got this one. And then from there, we've got Beyond the Ordinary. Sorry, I kind of skipped one there. There's canoeing down glaciers, which I don't think I would do, but Kathy, you probably would.
Oh yeah, I'd be all over it.
Then we had the fortune of going up to Yellowknife and going to see the Aurora Borealis, something that we just raved about when we came home, and just thought that everybody should do it. It really is not very far to go, and it is such an amazing experience to do.
It really was, and the dog sledding that we did and the helicopter ride that we took over top of the city. It was just one of the most magical experiences. I mean,
Yeah.
and it was right in our own backyard. So it's definitely, as things open up and we're allowed to do that little bit further travel, this is the kind of thing we could certainly incorporate into our mystery departures.
Exactly. And then we thought, further east, we've got beautiful fall colors in British Columbia, but more so back east, in the Quebec area, some beautiful train trips and small trips, some boat trips up the St. Lawrence, and all of these things that you should experience. Last year, we went in June. We went to St. John's, Newfoundland, and what a beautiful, beautiful spot. When we were going, people were going, why are you going to St. John's? And but yeah, there were icebergs and puffins and beautiful houses and kissing fish and lots of dancing, and it was just such a fun time.
It really was, and a very young, vibrant city. And I have to say, the most friendly Canadians, the most friendly place I've been in Canada, for sure. They were just absolutely fantastic to be with.
Yeah.
And fun.
When you could understand them.
True.
So that pretty much is Mystery Departures in a nutshell. It's very easy. We wanted to let you know that there is a different way of traveling. And if you want to add a little bit of mystery to it, that we can certainly do it for you. And it can be anything from an afternoon to a couple of days or even up to a week. And then as borders open, we will start doing it beyond British Columbia.
Which I think would be really fun. And what I found been very interesting is that there's kind of two camps. There's people that say, oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. I would totally love that. And they're pretty much throwing their credit card at us. And then there's people that are going, hell no, I want to know what I'm doing. So, I mean, the beauty with this is if somebody is loving the idea of doing a local tour and not having to put it all together themselves, we can still do it.
Yeah.
We don't have to make it a mystery departure. It's still so much fun for us to put together, and we can work on that with you. But for those that are a little more adventurous, and I think right now with just being kind of cooped up, and not getting out as much as normal, I think it's a really fun thing to do. And the other thing I was thinking too, when we were going down the path of creating these, is that we all take road trips in BC, whether it's just on Vancouver Island or in BC. And when we take a road trip, I think most of us tend to go to our favorite spots. We go to our favorite little coffee shop along the way, and maybe our favorite restaurant. And there's so much more that we don't experience because we get into these routines. And I think that's where Mystery Departures comes in, is you kind of don't know what you don't know. And so when you fill out that form that we get you to fill out, the survey, and it looks like there's this sort of exhaustive list of different options that you can do. You have to remember, we're not going to put you on every single one of those things that you choose, most likely. But it does give us a sense of your personal style, what kind of things you enjoy. And then based on our experience, we can pick the perfect package for you.
Yeah. And like you said, maybe we can talk those people that don't want to have the entire thing a mystery. Maybe we can just talk them into having one aspect of it as a surprise, because it's always kind of fun to do. So
I think so. And going back to the statistics, they say it intensifies our emotions by 400%. Who wouldn't love that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or especially right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. So again, anything from private planes to biking tours, self-drive to limo charters, and camping, glamping to 5-star luxury, any of it, anything is possible. So I think that's what's so much fun about this, is the sheer variety and range of all of the products. So
yeah, looking forward to doing more of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it seems to be ramping up, which is great. I think that's it for today, Kathy, unless you had more you wanted to share.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Next week, We have got the beautiful, is it Fogo Island?
Fogo Island, yeah, Fogo Inn, yeah.
I think we tried to do that when we went out to Newfoundland, and it was, I think they might have laughed at us because they had to book for well in advance.
Yeah, it is actually one of the top hotels right now in the world, Condé Nast Leisure Traveler. So it's the most iconic resort that you could even possibly imagine. It's absolutely stunning. So it'll be really fun. We've got the sales rep from them, from there coming on with us, and they'll give us all the insider scoop and about the locals and all of that. So it's on my bucket list for sure. It's one of those places that I definitely want to get to at some point, and just so hard to imagine it's right here in Canada. So, and certainly as far as social distancing goes, you can't get much better than that.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that we've got some more really fun things lined up for August. What have we got on the list for August?
We've got, so Fogo Island is August 6th, and the 13th we're doing, this is going to be kind of fun. We're having Abercrombie and Kent coming on, and they're going to talk about a Russian Far East cruise. And then Faroe Island, Norway, and Iceland cruise. So kind of some different stuff. And then we have a gap, which I'm just working on some suppliers for the 20th. But on the 27th of August, we're having the crew from Scotland on. So I think,
they're crazy.
I think that's going to be a big party show. So you definitely want to tune in for that show if you're available. So
And if anybody has any, some ideas of people that they would like us to bring on, please let us know.
Absolutely. Anything travel related, right? I think, last week we had Nicole Smith from Flagtographer. Was that the week before? Last week was Azamara, I think. But so we're trying to keep this fun and light and just keep people inspired while we're traveling a bit closer to home. And that's it. So over and out for this week. And thanks so much for joining us.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.